Listen, I'm no expert in how one's day should go from start to finish, but I feel like in this gratitude game, and sometimes it is a game, it's a game we play with ourselves, it's a game we play with others in a sense, because, you know, being thankful for what you have is not easy. It's not cut and dried. And like yesterday, what I experienced in one particular day was made up of like a zillion little moments, and the pendulum just, swings back and forth. Like you can be at one opposite end of the continuum 1 hour, and you could be at the other end of the continuum in another hour. And, these, I guess what we want out of gratitude is for gratitude to be kind of like, a chocolate bar. And I liken it more to like trail mix. I try to find the perfect trail mix. In fact, Donna and I have actually gone to like one of the local budget grocery stores. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say their name. And so I purchased all of the components for trail mix, like to make the perfect trail mix. And even then, the trail mix turned out not perfect. I looked at the nut to candy ratio, and it seemed to be a little heavy on the M&Ms. And as I was eating it and eating more of it, I thought, this tastes really good, but it's sort of gluttonous and really it's kind of sinful. I should back off on the M&M part and do more of the almond part. And so, it was a game of hit or miss. It was a game, trying to find the right mixture. I still haven't figured it out. But I feel like even when you try to find the perfect trail mix, it's never really perfect. There are some nuts that you don't like better than others, or some nuts that are your favorite, but you wish there were more of them, but the caloric intake is higher. And it's kind of like a win-lose scenario, not really like a win-win. And I feel like gratitude is one of those gifts, I guess, that enables you in any one day to find something that you can be thankful for without having to be from sunup to sunset. And I think that's sort of a misnomer, to find some little sliver of something that. And so I feel like yesterday was probably the perfect example of this, because I got to have breakfast with this friend of mine who I haven't seen in a long time. And we talked just about that very subject, minimizing collection of things and being thankful for the things that you have. So it was amazing. We went to this new place. We hadn't even researched it. And I said, hey, this is a little closer to you. Let's go there. And I've never tried it. It ended up being amazing. The people were nice. The food was really good. It was loud. They really needed some acoustic treatments in there, but for the most part, it was a really enjoyable experience. And then 2 hours later, I'm laying in an MRI tube. I mean, Mr. sort of claustrophobic, taking deep breaths. I've been having this sort of hip issue, and I think I did it playing pickleball. And when you're my age, you can do a lot of things to your body and doesn't really need to be around pickleball. And then later on in the afternoon, I had to trim these weeds out of the cracks in the driveway, and I was still a little tired from this MRI because I kind of took a little bit of a relaxant because I'm not really good inside the tube, but I knew I had to have it done. So I was kind of tired, and it was hot outside. And then the next hour, Donna was feeling really amazing, yesterday in the afternoon, and it was just bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I feel like that is something that we have to be open, to this trail mix of gratitude, and realizing in any one day there can be a myriad of experiences, and invariably they're going to fall like under a category. And hopefully in the end, when someone says, "Hey, how was your day?" you hope that on the positive side of the ledger, these things kind of outweigh the negative things in the ledger, because it's not a chocolate bar, it's a trail mix, and sometimes it's never perfect. I mean, if you think about it, you can get a compliment from someone, you can spill your coffee, you can realize that you didn't bring enough money, you can realize that, you know what, I forgot to pay the cable bill, which all happened in the scope of one afternoon yesterday. Meeting up with my friend Brad, who I enjoy sharing a coffee with, realizing that I'd spilled half of the coffee on the table next to me when I was trying to get the cream out of those little creamer things, which never really contribute very well to the taste of coffee. So mental note to Matthew, never use those little creamers because they're awful and they can ruin coffee in a heartbeat. And then realizing that I had like $1.19, and that is not going to buy coffee and a shared big cookie for 3 people. And so I had to sort of run out and find some money. And I feel like even amongst the, I have to go out and find this money at this ATM, and it's hot and the car is searing, the air conditioning wasn't working very well, but realizing that when I returned, I was going to have, hopefully, this good chat up with an old pal. And then at the end of the day, realizing that, let's look back at this. You met up with 2 friends. You had an amazing breakfast, an amazing cup of coffee. You had a chance to eat some trail mix in the car that you fashioned yourself, and it's pretty healthy, and it's pretty good. And did I eat too much? Yes, I did. But it was pretty tasty. And Donna was in a great mood, and we were having fun listening to like this Americana channel, and introduced us to some new artists. Yes, I felt like crap after the MRI. Yes, I had to be in a tube for 47 minutes. Yes, I don't like to take, weeds out of cracks in the driveway. Yes, it was amazingly hot, and I still had this hip issue that prevents me from playing pickleball. And I'm looking up at the clock now, and I'm due to hit the court. I don't know how I'm going to play. I guess I'll analyze that at the end of this day. And hopefully at the end of this day, I'll find something to be grateful for. But I look back on yesterday, and I feel like the wins kind of like outdueled the losses. And so if someone were to say, "How was your day?" I would probably say, yeah, I had a pretty good day. And so, and really, that's all we can hope for, really, because the chocolate bar went away, a long time ago, our illusion of the chocolate bar. And, the trail mix makes so much more sense. And sometimes if you kind of get the right concoction, it can actually taste pretty damn good. So hopefully your trail mix today is a good one. And maybe some of these thoughts will enable you to find some degree of extra thankfulness inside your day. So I wish you well. I hope you don't spill your coffee. Get rid of those weeds, man, in the cracks of the driveway. They're horrible. And in the middle of summer here in the northern part of the Buckeye State, they're only going to get worse. So here's wishing you a grateful day and a thankful day, and thanks for tuning in. You can go to this particular video or that particular video, however you want to do that. And I would urge you to download and subscribe to the Gratitude Journal. See ya.